my name is David Long Liu. I'm the Republican candidate for the 49th Assembly District. So what happened was that as of September the 29th, Governor Gavin Newsom signed this bill, SB 1174, into law, saying that checking voter ID is illegal. Basically, he bylawed the prevention of voter fraud. In my eyes, this is nothing but sheer stupidity, because voter fraud has been a very big issue, if not the biggest issue in the past few years. So it doesn't matter if you're a Republican, you're a Democrat, you're independent. I believe everybody wants to have a fair election, without being tempered, by things like a voter fraud. So the way I see it, filing this lawsuit is not just the exercise of my legal rights. It was also my legal obligation to do so. So when I became an attorney, I took a sworn oath to protect the U.S. Constitution and the California Constitution. In terms of the bill, SB 1174, being signed into law, everybody talks about it, everybody complains about it, but as of right now, nobody has done anything about it. So I feel that, not only do we have to talk the talk, we have to walk the walk. So I filed this lawsuit, with the assistance and guidance from Judge Milton. So somebody has to do something about it. Because this new law being implemented, so meaning that nobody can check voter ID, meaning that the best method of preventing voter fraud is illegal. We will never ever have a fair election. Every single person on this planet can vote on California election. So that will make the election system, that will make the process futile. The election will become a joke, meaning that the cornerstone to our democracy, the election system, will no longer exist. Democracy will come into ruin. So the significance of filing this lawsuit can never ever be overstated. So this is not just about me being a Republican or being a Republican candidate, about me running for the office. This is about protecting the process. It's about protecting democracy. Every single person, every law-abiding citizen in America should be aware of how disastrous, how evil this law is. Can you imagine? Anybody can vote on California election anywhere. What does that mean? That means the election system is a joke. So in short, I think the new law, in fact, is aiding and abetting a crime, the crime of a voter fraud. As a matter of fact, most voters, when they go and cast their ballots, when asked to see their ID, they are more than happy to show their IDs. They want to tell you they are eligible to vote. The fact that there's no any other law preventing checking of the IDs except for checking voter IDs is laughable. If that's the case, or to encourage more people to vote. When you go buy a drink at a bar, right? So a lot of times, if you're young or you look young, you're youthful looking, people will ask you to see your ID, right? I mean, unless you are actually, underage. A lot of times, especially if you're a woman, you're happy. People ask to see your ID, to see that you're of drinking age. You get pulled over by a police officer. Maybe you were speeding, or you ran a red light. They would ask you to see your ID. Why did we not come up with a new law saying that, checking your IDs for traffic stops is illegal? If you want people to bring ID with them if they drive, that discourages them from driving. If we apply the same logic, right? You were saying that you want to see their ID, you would discourage them from voting. By the same idea, by the same logic, if you want to check people's IDs when police officers stop them for a traffic stop, it would discourage them from driving. Should we have a new law? Making checking IDs for traffic stops illegal. We should also come up with a new law making checking IDs when they want to buy a drink at a bar illegal, right? Because it would discourage them from buying drinks. What do you want to see my ID? I don't feel comfortable showing my ID. Because if I forgot to bring my ID, I cannot buy a drink. It also hurts the restaurant, hurts the bar. Because they could have sold more drinks. You are asked to see your ID when you go to Costco. Casting a ballot is the most sacred, is the most precious legal right as an American citizen. Yet, not only they don't have to show you your ID, any attempt trying to check their ID is illegal. That's how absurd, how stupid this law is. It's, I think there's an elephant in the room. There's ulterior motives behind this law. This is the new law is a direct attack on our democracy. I urge every single American. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, you're independent. This is about you. This is about each and every single one of us. We have to rise up. We have to fight for what is fair. How can this law ever be fair? How can this ever be law? I think America and also California, we are at a very critical point where laws like SB 1174 get implemented. You will render not just the election, but the entire democracy meaningless and futile. If we want America to stay America, if we want a U.S. democracy, we want a U.S. freedom to stay the way they should be, the lawsuit had to be filed, and it was filed. So I urge each and every single one of you to join me in the fight for freedom, for fairness, for justice, and for America. Thank you.